So picking up where we left off, working on throws out of the heian katas, and right now we're in heian nidan. Okay, so in the second set we started off with taitoshi here, here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're going to look at I call it an elbow throw, just working from kind of a clinching position and getting to the outside of the arm. Okay. So he can grab shoulder however he wants, stuff like this. We're working outside. This comes into here, okay? I could start by coming in here and kind of creating space and working into here, but what I'm looking to do is collapse in. So here, you're gonna tuck your head that way. Okay, so we can start gripping, working. I got to the outside. Maybe I frame. I don't have to frame. I could jump straight to this. I like the frame because it kind of stretches out. He might try to push into this, and as he does, I take the throw. Okay. The space, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at using this motion to do the throw. Okay. So this crossing, you see how if I fold his arm into that space, there it is, right? Using this to lock and this to press, and then using rotation, trunk rotation, to turn, put him to the ground. That's what we're doing? Let's try it. Yes, sir. Moichido. Yes, sir. We'll do it this way, yeah? Okay, so in here, outside. I want to be outside the arm, inside here. Okay, a lot of different ways. I could grab here, I could do this, I could do this, I could lock in. So, right here. Main thing is that the arm has to bend. If the arm doesn't bend, then when I do this, I go, and nothing happens. Okay, so I'm looking for that catch because the arm is bent, and I'm making sure the arm is bent with this arm. Okay. This whole like stopping in this position, I'm only doing that because of the way that I'm demonstrating it. And I'm kind of pausing at that moment. That is certainly not how we would end this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, so moving on to the next one, we're moving into heian sandan. Okay, in this case, I'm specifically looking at moving to the end of heian sandan here. And so, because this is a good way to set it up, there's a lot of ways to do the throw, and there's a lot of ways to set it up. We're going to start with a good way to do it, which is just the bear hug. Just this space where what I want to do is I want to use my horse stance to be the thing that lets me drop my weight. Okay, so I drop the weight, move the arms just the way we do in the kata. Here, there's my elbow, here's my reach to grab. Okay. Once I have that, I snake the arm behind, set my hip in, and take him through. Okay. This is the setup that we're doing. There's lots of ways that feel a little bit better, but that's what we're doing. Okay. So, hitting, controlling, capturing. Okay. I need to set the far side of my hip. So I'm trying to set him on this cheek, okay? So I'm coming over here, lifting to throw. Okay, we'll do it again from this side here. Oh my God. Here, right? Scooping in. You can grab the belt if you want, whatever is kind of you're thinking, right? So as I set, feet in, feet out. Over the top. Maybe? Want to give that a shot? All right, let's try. Heian sandan. Ogoshi nage is one of my favorites. Gotta love a hip throw, right? So you guys saw both. We talked about it. You've got koshi nage, which is I'm throwing you over the close side hip. I'm kind of bringing you around my hip. Then you have ogoshi, where I bring you to the opposite side hip and bring you all the way over the top. So one just kind of wraps you around, the other one brings you from this side all the way to that side. Now we're going to move on to heian yondan. All right. So as I do that, I have to decide where I want to be to do it. Okay. So I'm looking to be in kind of the same position we were. I'm going to get this under position. But I'm going to allow my hand to come up under his arm, ideally kind of under the elbow. The reason being, obviously, he could just bend his arm, and I might still get it, but it's a little bit harder. Right? Okay, there's a really tight way to do it too, but we'll start with this. So I'm starting with this frame, coming underneath, and I'm gonna try to slide behind him. Okay, so from right here, I pass his head down, his arm up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here, there are different variations that you see. The rougher variation is just if I'm in here, I kind of frame. I can kind of build this hand position even maybe. And I just turn and I throw here. If you're worried he might do that, then when you go to throw, as you step back, you bring him right into your own knee. And you just smash that on the way through. Then if we go maybe a little more Filipino direction, I bring this up and through, and I want to take this up, but I actually want to send this instead of down, I send this up. Okay? So just working, passing, I bring this through. Okay? And then if we want to go very Filipino, as I'm working and hitting and I bring him down here, okay? I take this inside leg and I bring him this way. It's one of my favorites, so we're gonna do it one more time because it's fun. Okay, alrighty. Boom, head comes down, I'm framing here, set up, cut. Bunch of variations of the kaiten nage throw. It may have another name, and it probably has another name. Because kaiten refers to the footwork, and only one of those throws actually used that footwork. So when I learned it in Aikido, it was done by moving this way. Okay, in fact, there was extra details of the Aikido method where when I set this way, here, I would actually go across his shoulders, and I'd kind of throw a knee too. Okay, so I'd move across his shoulders because it's hard for him to kind of bend and move with that. The more I turn him this way, the more he might be able to just bring that arm through and nothing happens. So the more I turn across his shoulders, this looks like a big knee that I throw, and it could be, or it could be this one, right? But the way that I learned it in Aikido was this, which is that I'm bringing this knee forward to bring my weight forward, and I make him carry that weight. Okay, so it becomes this. So there's a whole lot of ways to do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try that.